Kuble pi baro pi pe ikari khasi channel yuan raj pi ka thuk khubor ka ne Taiew menta ki phangi bakong san menjur ka sarkar ban pinkala ya Meghalaya finance service rules rakhi ka jilla Meghalaya ya ka Republic Day jonkari India pensangi ashwashi por ka VPP ya ka jinge khi alor ka Meghalaya lok ayukta Pinksan Menteri Rangba baga jing Taiew ya ka state anthem ka long katkum ka official language. Wat ba laphak hang beteng ka karkhana shnamau it bantre kam ong ka MS PCB. Samshi thitung kam u Menteri Rangba shaki sauspa sanpo prangut ki nonghikai. Haga Khubor sports Play u Menteri Rangba ya ka wa ya jer multi sports complex ban pinkre ya ka Meghalaya Games 2025 bat kibe de ki Khubor ngine parliamentage ki Khubor betia ka sarkar jila man ka sim balang jong ka Taiew kala menjur ban amend ya ka Meghalaya finance service rules 1989 ban pintikna ba kan dan tangkabe ka financial rule haga jila
amendment of the Meghalaya finance service rules 1989 of the principal rules. Here, the rules, a number of these rules relating to various departments have come up by way of office memorandums from time to time, and the various departments have been following these OMs. But today, in order to ensure uniformity and proper codification of these various rules, it was decided that we will incorporate them in the Meghalaya Finance Service rules with the due approval of the Cabinet, so that all of these rules are for part and parcel of the common finance service rules of the state of Meghalaya. A certain number of departments are following their own office memorandums, okay, which have not been regularized by way of their coming up and being part of the service rules which require the approval of the Cabinet. So what we have done today is those various OMs have been incorporated into the service rules so that they form part and parcel of one single set of financial rules of the state of Meghalaya.
Kajila Meghalaya manhaka singi palay jong ka Taiew kala rakhi ya ka National Voters Day 2024 da ka balapanlong ya ka jingalang ha ususotham auditorium Shillong.
शपथ लेते हैं कि हम अपने देश लोकतांत्रिक परंपराओं को मर्यादा को बनाए रखने तथा स्वतंत्र निष्पक्ष शांतिपूर्ण निर्वाचन की गरिमा को अक्षुण्ण रखते हुए
And in the first place, we have Krista Khubor, bed number 581. Krista Khubor, bed number 581. Hiroshima, bed number 454.
वाले हमारे देश में डेमोक्रेसी को और भी मजबूत बनाने के लिए हम सब अपना योगदान करें। इस साल की एबीडी की थीम वोटिंग करने जैसे कुछ भी नहीं है। मैं वोट जरूर करूँगा। इस संकल्प को पूरा करने के लिए हम सबको मिलकर काम करना है। इसके अनुसार हमें यह सुनिश्चित करना है कि हम 18 साल के उम्र का हर नागरिक वोटर जरूर बनाएं और चुनाव के समय अपने वोट का इस्तेमाल भी करें।
Hagajing snok tilang bat kari India baro kawai bat ki jela po jongka ka jela Meghalaya manhakasi thoding jongka tayo ka arpo hundri trik mentau benai ke lalingkot mentakas nem arajar arpo sao kalara lang ya ka Republic Day da ka bapenlong ya ka program ka baishongkun.
The CRPF contingent led by Inspector J. Hote. Taking the salute now is the District Executive Force led by ADSI Hamitam Dakhar. Taking the salute now is Sikkim Police led by SI Full Sharing Lecture. Taking the salute now is the 1st MLP Battalion led by ADSI Gimbad Salma. Approaching the saluting guys and to take the salute now is the Assam. Contingent led by Senior Under Officer Sarita Salma. approaching the saluting guides, and to take the salute now is the Bharat Scouts and Guides contingent. The saluting guides and to take the salute now is the only school contingent of this year's Republic Day Parade, Sacred Heart High Secondary School, led by Inatsara Omni. And finally,
its aim is to reduce obstacles of drug abuse and includes awareness generation programs in various schools and colleges with the aim to build capacity. The District Finance and Industry Center Shillong presents you a tableau of the newly launched central sector scheme called PM Vishwakarma. The scheme was launched on 17 September 2023 by our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri selfish and even slums. Agriculture contributes to human food demand, poverty alleviation, and rural development. It is the fastest emerging food production segment in the world.
Ka sorkar jala min hakasi balang jong ka tayo kala minjur ya karta ka ba riddo lani ka minimum age but ka ba hedo kata ka maximum age na ka benta ka jing thungkam haki sautali ki tanatri kam sorkar kita ka civil defense and home guards ka excise registration taxation and stamps ERTS ka forest and environment but ka tanat home police jong ka sorkar jala.
We also took up the issue of minimum and maximum age limit for recruitment into government service for certain departments. There are effectively 4 such departments where, because of the physical nature of work requiring stamina and vigor, the minimum age limits have been set differently as well as the upper age limit. So these are the departments of Civil Defense and Home Guards, Excise, Registration, Taxation and Stamps Department, ERTS, Forest and Environment Department, and the Home Police Department. These would, the minimum age in these cases is between the range of 18 to 21 years of age. And the upper age limit, as decided by the cabinet today, has been fixed, ranging from 27 years in the case of ERTS department to 32 years in the case of Civil Defense and Home Guards department to 30 to 32 years in the case of Forest and Environment department, and 21 years as minimum age limit to 27 years as upper age limit where Home Police Department is concerned. We're also happy to announce here that within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we should be in a position to advertise various posts in these departments. There'll be about 3,000 plus posts in various categories in the Home Police Department, and about 500 such posts in the Civil Defense and Home Guards Department. See, these would include posts, for instance, of junior scale MPS posts, then UB, AB, SIs. All of these posts are those which require people who will be young in age. So the entry point has been set accordingly, and which is why we have different minimum age and different upper age limit for these various posts. So this requires confirmation by the cabinet, which is why it was taken up for discussion and approval today.
For filling up the over 3,000 vacancies in the police department, any time frame being set?
As I said, we will take another 2 to 3 weeks to advertise, and we should be in a position to complete the process within the next 2 months.
So this will address the shortage of manpower?
It's going to be a huge game changer because as you might have seen, there is a clear deficit of manpower and this will help address that problem.
Out of these 3,000 vacancies in the Home Police Department, how many are lying vacant because of retirement and how many because of the need? We have to advertise freshly.
Considering the number of vacancies and also the fresh posts that have been created, it comes to that figure of 3,000 plus.
Ka menteri beripit ya katana ka kot ka khia ha ka jela ka kong amprin ling do men ha ka sini kong jong ka Taiew ka laong ba ka exam thung kam ha Northeastern Indira Gandhi Regional Institute of Health and Medical Sciences NIGRIMS Deben Penlong ha po ka jela.
NIGRIMS has just conducted some examinations very recently, and I presume that these are the vacancies that we are likely talking about right now. I have discussed this matter with the Director NIGRIMS, and we have urged upon him to ensure that there is justification in appointment of individuals in all of these vacancies. However, NIGRIMS is an independent body. Anybody that needs any matter to be brought to the notice of NIGRIMS has to give it to us in writing. The KSU has given us a document. We've taken it up. Honorable Chief Minister has also put in a word supporting concerns of the KSU. To my knowledge, henceforth, examinations that are going to be conducted should ideally be conducted within the boundaries of the home state, which is within the state of Meghalaya. We have also indicated that there are enough service providers who will be able to conduct these examinations as per requirements of NIGRIMS, and I do not anticipate that in the next vacancy NIGRIMS will deviate from that, because we have taken it up all the way to the highest authority, which is the Department of Health, Government of India. We should be able to get past this, but other NGOs bringing forward their concerns have to do it in black and white, because we are not in any ways directly responsible for anything that is done by NIGRIMS, especially in matters of recruitment. We have to follow procedures, but surely if they are genuine concerns, Honorable Chief Minister in his wisdom will definitely take up in the interest of employment for the people of the state of Meghalaya.
Khubor Panya District Jongka East Khasi Hills District Manhaga Sining Kong Jongka Taiew Kilanang Pan Klan Bat Penjur Shu Ya Khubor Pahara Kibadan ha Saudong Jongka Secretariat Nadu Umot Kyanang Ba Hakmadi Osi Office Barhaga Surok Bahaba Po Arspa Mita Pildun Saudong Yaka Secretariat.
Long live PPP! Long live PPP! Down, down! MDA! Down, down! MDA! Long live PPP! Long live PPP! PPP! Long live! I'm done. I debate. We have agreed with the district administration we will be here. You need not to tell us. Please, you know. Then, we are here to escort you. These candies are allowed to here. We know that. We are allowed to here, sir. I think that if you go to the spirit of section 144, you will understand clearly that this has been imposed on. So we are allowed to do this. Okay, that's what us, you know, elected Section 144 RPC kalau unlawful. the Supreme Court ruling 1965 has come out very clearly. You cannot invoke Section 144 as a tool to prevent legitimate expression of opinion and grievances. So you are just, contempt the court. The ruling is a contempt of court. The order of the Deputy Commissioner. So you convey that to the Deputy Commissioner. And we know well what is Section 144 says. I've explained to them. It was mentioned in Chapter 10, Part C. This Section 144 is only in cases of urgent cases of nuisance and apprehended danger. So have you apprehended that we will create any danger? This is a peaceful demonstration. It is a peaceful procession. Even procession are allowed. There's how many of us that we are not allowed just to go there? We will not go, not all of us will go inside. Then first you allow us to go there, then we will decide where to sit, where we will sit, and how many of us will go. Not necessarily that we have to go 5 or 6.
Ka Sarkar Jilla Marsin yu bala ka seng VPP kelas dang ban penjur ya ki jeng ki jongka hapo ka jeng lam jo President jongka ba ardent mila basai moit ringkat baki langut ki pat ki MLA bat ki nong kershan jongka seng mar klem da penslam kala khot ya kren ya ki nong lam jongka seng VPP.
Oh, it's afternoon. We meet again. Yes. Hi, sir. How are you? How are you? Hi, sir. How are you? How are you? Hi, Bariki. How are you? How are you? Come.
So where do we sit? Yeah.
Sit here, sir. Yeah. Can we be on
Hadin ka jinya kenduk bat ka Khubor Sarkar ka Voice of the People's Party VPP kala pensang ya no shwai ki jinya ki jongka ha ka baide bat ka Meghalaya Lok Ayokta.
Ngimdei ki ba kwa taman penmi jingkumar. Ni kwa ban kerensai sebagai Sarkar bahkan pendek ya kini kikam ki bakla. Yang ikloi bani kendo. Bat meneng lelek bani kendo. Ngitip baga law minister kamla ban ai rai. Ya katang kesai. Yang ikum ki nongelam. Nrengi kwa ban peni bangi don ya gajing shisha kum kinangalam bani thu balengi hapan mi madan namal kani gajing bakla jong ka Sarkar bat kum bagalang nagaleng jong law minister hadin wat bagala persyang haki singi ki pemencuale si ban pensyai sha kipat ba bat ini kum ke parti baga jingle jong ka Sarkar kamlong ka bakla barang ni ka jekren kidan sibun ki jingkli ki bangila bo kabana galeng jong the law minister bat u officer u badan ringkat batka kyong yi don kam ba u chief minister on don lang u chief secretary on don lang lembat ki wiki department bangi ni ok bani kren halol kini kata gari ki jingjob ka baningkong kata gari ki jingjob ka baningkong namar na kabaki ong bagani ka jingki ka jingi kalong kabam donong rim baga jingle jong ka bakal jong ka Sarkar kamlang ka bakala kila smuthu badan kam pleng bani tai bha ya kani ka jing ong jugi baki kwa bani kendo ringkat bu chief minister ringkat baki officer ki bakam he baki wiki department ka peni bagi smuthu baga dan ka jing bakala ha ka jing wing ya kini ki officer kenamar ka tagadau adin bangi ya peni ya ki kendon ki bangi lekren kat kum ka an kala bu jinge ya ki bagin ong baga jingle juga Sarkar kamlong ka papakla bat nagaleng jong ka minister kala kerpat yangi bangin ni kenduk ya u chief minister u ba uru udan ka jingkwa bani kenduk bani kinangalam jong ka Voice of the People Party dehlo kata kanong rim ngila menjur bani kenduk ya u chief minister haringkat bat ki officer bat kita ki department ki badan kam ban pendek ya gani ke kam tenre ke jingkren hi kalong ba kloilan kandon ke jing kedu apeng ki nangalam juga Voice of the People Party bat ka Sarkar hapok ke jinglam juga chief minister bagi ni kren ya gani ke mat kapang namar ba ka Sarkar kamshim la pensan be tangi ke ke bagale rasnutu badon shibun ke bagi don kam bani tai na kata kadau ki lap pan ya kata ka pornangi begini oban pendek ya ke jinglang bu chief minister da bangi community bagi ke kabangi ngila krenshai ngila da ban krenshai mene hakmat ke minister ba utu officer ba nang tu balara ka sarkar kamla ban penhun ban penshai ngi bangila ban pediang baga jine jong sarkar kalong ka badai nginumla da lele ruem ban pediang ya ke jing kren kabangi ni kren la kalong la shai ne la shisni nginumla ban sange sitang linti bat ru ngila kli la da piong bakadan ke jing bakla kumno kala ban long bakat kita ki officer kat kita ki department ki babun ba phindang ya ilat ya kan ni ka kendon an ke bra sayang ni ki snuthu namar kata kadon ke ka bagin hapan ai ke jing pin sayang ni te namar kata kadaw ni hap ban snuthu bagani ka jing yakhi ke jing kanum pat kut henrei ni la shim ya kara mene kum ki nongelam ba hadu bangine kren ba uchi minister hadu kata ka singi ke bangin bu kala banong la shaila ne shisngi nagaleng ke jungiru ngin pin sange shipor ya kane ke jingelum ka jingki amar kamlong ka ba shong nia ngin che wan shong kai ni ba ka sarkar kala kloy bangine kren bania thir ya kane ke penta tangba ka dei ban mi ka no ka so leni uso jong ke jingjob ha kane ke jinge kren ke jingi kata kadai ka bangingi kwa bat ngila penparu mene bagani ka jingi kadai ka hak bangini ki haga di sensat pat ba ngila raru ya kani ka mat ya ka jing penen kam jong ka police department ya kini ki pulit top kmat ki pulit ki bandan tang ka kerteng niem plit Lagi kemas kubit dengan Asia. Mereka kadai ka bala syutak lop baik banum even itang gadur kemat. Kata kadai kawai ke bangilai keren mana? Bat ngila keren ru ya ka jing tak keti. Jong ki pulit ya ki MLA agak singi ke banding tong. Badi kini nginum pat sange. Kasikwa angni bani thu epi baga assembly ka dane ka privilege committee. Kadane ka privilege committee kabana kaleng ki MLA ko jungi kan seshimti ya ka benta ka bagi deban shim nyimdan ye persai ki ande gi deban snuthu bangi kum ki nongelam ki ba upat ba legit ingi de ki po hajar ki pat ba bangin ra ya ka jinge ka jo upat ba assembly ambe manala yana kata nomor kata kadaw ngila ra ya ka ni kamat ba ka snuthu ya mane bat nagaliang jong ka law minister kala kren yaw officer khmat jungi bakin shim serious note ya gani ka ka bangilara bat ngendang rap yang ru aga jinglang ka bangini kendo bau chief minister ngim persya iki police we are not against police personnel tendai police are not supposed to cover their faces when they deal with public representatives and common people, especially when we fight in a democratic manner. We are not rioters. We are law-abiding citizens. We know the law. In fact, it is district administration who violated the law. The district administration, Schwab can impose section 144. Kadai banda snuthu shai baga jingtmu ko jingi kalong ka basniu ka ban penmi jingklumar kilai agi bana agi bladap digi pajar ki pat ba ngila ban sinshar aling ngila ban sinshar igi pat ba ki bawan ban ai ka jingkershan ya ka jingi ka ba jai ka jingi kani ka jing persang ban khangat the supreme court ha ka snam khat khandai spa andru penyok kala ai ya ko ka ruling hai kami dei bagi jing pentri kam ya ke section 144 CRPC kala krenshai that this section cannot be invoked as a tool to prevent legitimate expression of opinion and grievances ni wana ni ban panpawi ke jing skopia ke jing ya ke jing weng jong ga sarkar ye kini ki officer ni khamana ni kham ga nongrim namal ka tagada ko ki patba ilang kaban snuthu ya thu lam mi ki wei baga ai ke bangi le kalong ban pendek ya ki jing le bakla jong ga sarkar Lada piwengi kini ki officer ko pina baklang yawan ne. Lada kan don kanu no ka kis nyuma nginum ong ye. Hendri ka don ka kis ka ba kini ki officer kila investigate haga ba buying jo chief minister udan bam benta kata ka kam bam sap ngi don hak ban subajur baga don ka jingkri. Ya utai buying jo chief minister. Nyimla ban suara. Lada to ubarit. La syake mudut. Kumno da. Tama gini ki buying basem. Namar kita kadau ra'i gani ka Khubor. Bagani ka thma ka jingi persya ka bamsap. Kamdai ka bangi syukran. Ngida terang namar la deng yemla ban rat hagani ka por ka jingi. Anong ipi ka jela jingi kan ngam.
Menhakasini kong jong ka Taiew ka kong amprin ling doa ka badai ka menteri badai petu ka tanad an kalapan pau ka jing song komen ka jong ka halor ka jing kloy jong kinoy alam jong ka saying Voice of the People's Party VPP banuban cha kamiet ya kren ban ya tai but ya pen ini halor ki mat jing dawa ki jong ki haga bai dei ba ka jing weng kam ki laingot ki officer jong ka Meghalaya lok ayukta.
We had a very fruitful discussion with President of VPP and his party functionaries, including Ba Khatpran and Ba Edelbert, who are the honorable members of the Legislative Assembly. It was decided in that meeting that they have requested for justification on why is it that there was a change in the appointment of members to the Lokayukta. And they indicated that they would need another meeting with Honorable Chief Minister. I have accordingly communicated this request, which is very necessary, to the Honorable Chief Minister, whom I will be meeting shortly after this to further brief him on the details of our discussions. I express my sense of gratefulness to members of the VPP in the leadership of their president, because at this point of time we would like to see that in our efforts to serve the people of the state of Meghalaya, we must follow democratic paths to ensure that whatever observation, whatever issue, whatever dissatisfaction that is felt by them, because they are an important segment of the entire wheels of democracy, and we must never isolate observations based on frivolous decision taking or frivolous ignoring of important points brought to the forefront by all concerned members. And I sincerely hope that now that they have suspended their agitation, we will be able to communicate to them exactly the status of few of the demands that they have made. And I look forward to a working relationship which is going to be good for the democracy, which is going to be productive for the democracy. And that was the meeting that we had, and it was very fruitful.
Umentri rang ba ka jelaw konrad ke sangma ula ong ba ka jing thuk kame ki officer ki barang don ha ka kam shakri ha office lok ayukta ka dei ka bara ya kat kum ka an bat ka rule bat ban pintikna ba kan om don ka no ka jing pin tam ya ka pisa jong ka sarkar.
The Minister in charge of Agriculture must have already replied to these concerns, and he will give more details about all the facts and figures. But our basic point is that there is a notification and a provision of associate official languages which are two in the state. And based on that, the official language and the two associate official languages, that is English is official language and the two associate official languages, these two languages have been taken into the we have to base any decision that we make from a government side based on provisions that are there in acts or laws or rules or regulations. And hence, for us to be able to do that, there has to be some provision in the act itself or in the necessary rules itself. Hence, we have gone purely on the basis of that, and we have given the languages on the basis of the official language and the associated official language. If we are deviating from that, then we don't have any reason to give for others who may demand tomorrow. So tomorrow we may have Khoi saying that we would want at least one word of Khoi also be there, or one word from different other tribes who are there. We're saying, please give us also. And if you were to justify saying that, well, we can't, then they would say that, well, we have given to this language, that language. And hence justification becomes very difficult for government. So government cannot arbitrarily do things. We have to do things based on certain provisions that are there in different rules or acts that are in the system. And that is the reason why on this particular issue also we have gone purely with the provisions that are there in the rules.
President Jongka Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee Uba Vincent H. Pala Manakasi ba Arjong Taiew la therting yaka sarkar jala halor ka jingkhanglat ka jongka yaka sen Congress ban penlong yaka jingalang yasalok ha USTM Ribhoi District Manakasi ni kong Jongka Taiew.
The state government has rejected our applications. They rejected and they don't give us permissions. See, Rahul Gandhi wants to go to a university not for political discussion but for interaction with the students, how to inspire the students. See, the intention of the Bharat Judo Yatra is justice for youth, participations of the youth and the people also. And then he'll have interactions with different women, interaction with the farmers, interaction with the workers, interactions with different sections of people, civil societies. So part of the program, like today we had interactions with the civil societies. Though they stopped us from USTM, but we had interactions at the hotels with the students also. So at 8 o'clock the students came, and he also had interactions with the Northeast Congress Coordination Committee also today. So it did not stop us, but only it shows the mindset of the government in the state is controlled by the BJP, because the BJP is against the Yatra of Rahul Gandhi. The BJP doesn't want Rahul Gandhi to connect with the people. The Yatra, the purpose of the Yatra is to connect with the people, listen to the people, and take the views of the people. And in that way, then we have an experience. In that way, then we can know what is the mindset of people. So when we be in the government, then we'll be able to deliver. And when we want to prepare a manifesto, then we'll be able to promise. So these interactions is not only in Meghalaya, and in Nagaland we are in opposition, in Manipur we are in opposition. Nowhere in the country who reject the permission, except Meghalaya as on today. So we have been all over. You see, yesterday the Jai Sriram team has done the marching right from Guwahati up to Meghalaya. They entered Banihat, another place. That a permission was granted or not granted by them, we don't know. But we as a disciplined party, we ask a permission. Otherwise, we don't need a permission for interaction with the students. Like today, we had interaction with the students. Where they didn't give us, we had interaction with students because we don't need a permission for. But I think for law and order, I thought we should have it interaction. They refused, but we have done it. So same thing, this government, they want and they give a space for all those people. If you see in the YouTube, I've seen so many things in the press. I met them personally also. They were all around from Meghalaya to Assam. We don't mind. We have no problem for walking. But why not to them you grant a permission? Why not to us you don't grant a permission? This is very serious. The people of Meghalaya should think. I think the people should know also that this government is spineless, is controlled by the BJP in Delhi, and this government is spineless, is controlled by the leaders from Assam. This is what we could sense from the director of the USTM, that lots of threats has been given to him. That's one of the biggest challenge which we have in the Northeast. Things have become, threatening has become towards our institutions, towards our people, towards our business communities.
Mensagasi ba Arjong Taiew pat umentirang baga jalaw konrad ke sama ulapin pa ba mau dan jing tip ai halor kata ka jing khanglat ya ka jing thmu penlong jing yalang u nongyalam jong ka sen Congress u Rahul Gandhi Ribhoi District.
I'm not aware about this because it doesn't come, permissions don't come from the government. Permissions are given at the district level by the DC. As far as the documentation I received after there was some issue that came up, I was made to understand from the facts, whatever facts I have, is that number one, they never asked for a permission and they never, submitted the NOCs from either USTM nor from the headman, which are basic requirements that are there as per the conditions that are there at the district level for any program. I mean, even for say any political party wants to have any kind of program, they have to apply for the necessary permissions with the necessary NOCs, and that was not done.
Umintri rang ba ka jilla manhaga simba arjong ka Taiew ulapan shai bat ong ba ka state anthem jong ka jilla Meghalaya ka dei ka balapan shong nongrim halor ka official language ka ta ka English but ki artali ki associate official languages ki ta ka Khasi bat ka Garo.
The Minister in charge of Art and Culture must have already replied to these concerns, and he will give more details about all the facts and figures. But our basic point is that there is a notification and a provision of associate official languages, which are two in the state. And based on that, the official language and the two associate official languages, that is English is official language and the two associate official languages, these two languages have been taken. We have to base any decision that we make from a government side based on provisions that are there in acts or laws or rules or regulations. And hence, for us to be able to do that, there has to be some provision in the act itself or in the necessary rules itself. Hence, we have gone purely on the basis of that, and we have given the languages the basis of the official language and the associate official language. If we are deviating from that, then we don't have any reason to give for others who may demand tomorrow. So tomorrow we may have Khoi saying that we would want at least one word of Khoi also being there, or one word from different other tribes who are there. They're saying, please give us also. And if you were to justify saying that, well, we can't, then they would say that, well, we have given to this language, that language. And hence justification becomes very difficult for government. So government cannot arbitrarily do things. We have to do things based on certain provisions that are there in different rules or acts that are in the system. And that is the reason why on this particular issue also we have gone purely with the provisions that are there.
Umintri jong katanat art and culture jong ka sarkar jilla ba polling do manakasim ba ar jong ka Taiew ulo ong ba ka kanhon mintri jong ka sarkar jilla kadai ka bayat kat kum kirul ba ki an but ba ka state anthem jong ka jilla ro kadai ka bala pinya kat kum kirul ki an jong ka jilla.
Long as we have an official language act which is in place and which is enforced, and unless there are amendments to that particular act, I do not think anybody has the liberty to add, subtract or bring forth any new versions to the anthem. And this anthem is about unifying Meghalaya. As far as if you go through the lyrical content of the song itself, it reflects a call for unity. And we have always believed that the Khasi Jaintia is one single cohesive community. We have, in fact, the whole idea of adopting the anthem is also to push forward the cases for inclusion of the Khasi and Garo languages in the 8th schedule to the Constitution of India. And if you talk about the Khasi language, it was pioneers like Mr. R.T. Rambai, who was the president of the Khasi Author Society, Gilbert Shulai, they were the pioneers of the Khasi Author Society and the move to get the language included in the 8th schedule. Now, if every dialect wants to be included in the state anthem, then I do not know what kind of a song will we be able to compose. There is section 1 which says that section 1 and 2 Section 1 contains the short title, extent and commencement of the Act. This Act may be called the Meghalaya State Language Act 2005. It extends to the whole of the state of Meghalaya. It shall come into force on such day as the state government may, by notification in the official gazette, appoint, and different dates may be appointed to different official purposes and for different parts of the state of Meghalaya. And Section 3 of the Act says, without prejudice to the provisions of Article 343 and 347 of the Constitution of India and the provisions of the Meghalaya State Legislature continuance of English Language Act of 1980, and subject to hereinafter provided, the English language shall continue to be the official language of the state of Meghalaya, meaning a continuation of what was enacted in 1980. Now, Section 4 deals with associate official languages of the state. Notwithstanding anything contained in Section 3, which I have read, the Khasi language may be used as the associate official language for all purposes in the district, subdivisions and block level offices of the state government located in the districts of East Khasi Hills, West Khasi Hills, Taiew Hills and Khubor. The Garo language may be used as associate official language for all purposes in the districts, subdivisions and block level offices of East Garo Hills, West Garo Hills and South Garo Hills, provided that only the English language shall continue to be used in all civil and criminal courts located in the state. And provided further that all inter-district official communications shall continue to be in the English language.
Nagadaw ka jing yai beteng ka jing kan no andaki pai nong shong shnong jong ka thain rilom garo khamtam ni ki thain phulbari bat ki shnong ki bamar khap halor ka jing yai mi bat ka jing yai roi ki karkhana the thangmau et ki babi an badru halor ka jing kan no ka we ne ki seng phalang ka rilom garo baka Meghalaya Pollution Control Board kamle ai halor ka jing don jong ki ni ki karkhana ki bran palat chis patali nagaliang jong ka MSPCB kilapan shai halor ka ni
Nagaling jangi kamde syuk bathamai gani nagi Khubor ni sim action kita gid dan apa record ta ki complain ru in bela kanwen in hanga jing thong yo nagi Khubor ta habak jakum gini ni pha gi officers jangi bagian field ta gi kadon sisa kum kita kat kum ka jing kan no gi baru kidon kum kita ni nagaling jangi ngi sim prom action ni klam pensap tengi ni kakam tengi le bremen le ngala pha ai officer jangi kila le field inspection kila one report anda kila one report ngila bisa bagidan apa babu rambil kidan khandai teli ngila West Garo Hills nangta gorban rajabara lai phoi teli thadi Meghalaya field report kabati kina nama ka de jongi himde shuk ba press ma tingila issue closure notice immediately ha kispo tori ngila issue closure notice magat kum rule jangi atung bota act ER act ngi ai shwa daga closure notice ta hadin bagi comply closure notice kam dikala kum to lada kim comply ga closure notice bagi ngi ai mangi dikam hadin ngi impose daga environment compensation ka fine nagmanta ka bagi la penjot penpara kin ha pensiu samanta ngi na should have served tori ngin pha beng Nikipor ngin pha officers jungi bakin lai verify ye gitu ki willful ni ki violators ki bom ko mo yegini ngin system ka kum ai tanalon nang ta ngila dep tho should West Garo Hills ngila request yi nama tamangi ru let's say law and order ke involve ne ngila request should West Garo Hills ban sengobha ban implement daga 144 CRPC pengen dia bantel ka negeleng jungi naman ngemdan ye kata kabor tangi pan ni kajing rap jogi kenamba ke combine effort jingi kan long ka pejabat ka basesa ni dan tangar ka language officers besone silo ban operate pa Garo Hills namar bagi empatan regional office setai bangin dan regional office setai kata dan apa proposal kan maybe short link in your regional office tingin sala ban function ni ban trekam kham bania ni kham paka They should not have a bad shit in the lobby to W, ki jaka operation ki ha, the teng ngimla ban detect haguju opor yabaro. Tiga bangila dapat detect so far kini. Takabamut ngindang ya kamur kejengkut kini. Kini kalau kejeng sedang nonton. Tapi hentai kabatang ya kipor kin ngila ada order bakin submit ki periodic report. Makin ni bakang lu lagi kang manta ngila le shawai tenti piwan pai kala ben gidon biang. Dan yang ban pendu haguju ko pore baro tang impossible. Hentai ngi persyang full effort kat kabor jengi ngiman kat bakal jengtre lagi administration. Mentang yang ya Pak West Garo. Ngiladan by next week or so kin lain shop Shikawegi district. Anda larap same procedure ngila.
Unang ilam kasing Congress hajala Meghalaya ba Vincent H. Palaman ha kasing ba arjong katayo. Ulakan no ba kasing BJP kasdang bat karang yai persyang ban pengam igijat niam bapher wadapo kajalaro.
You know, BJP has suppressed the people in terms of religion. If you see in Manipur, the BJP ruling state, how they target the Christian, how many church has been vandalized. If you see in other states, recently, some of the cadres of the RSS came to Umroy and threatened our priests, the fathers. I think Baroni is also aware of that. They threatened our priests. Kongamparin also aware of that. They threatened our priests. Why you have to do all this? Why you have to call a meeting? Why you have to so many things? They threaten. So what Rahul Gandhi means to say is that slowly, the BJP and the RSS is trying to interfere, even in the church, trying to interfere in the administration, like they have denied yesterday the permission, trying to interfere in many things. So be it in the universities, be it in the business, be it in religion, they are trying to snatch away our rights and our faith and other things also.
Kasorkar jela manha kasing balang jong katayo kalabu iki malaitali ki maunong rim na kabenta ki laitali ki surok ba iki ban lam shaka New Shillong Township NST kita ki bakan thup ya ka Belfont NST Saupo Kandai Kro tingka kading paso sha Shillong bypass Sanpusan Kro tingka bat ka briba maupat NST arpunyo do Saupo Kandai Kro tingka.
Have we ever thought that this present generation, we are able to get a new Shillong Township? Have we ever thought that? It was just like a dream. Kita ki area, kita ki maulai, mau tawar, ki maulai mau pat niong, mau ban koi perkhat. Kadeka sorbha anta. Ya kerana ki mau diang itu ki isu galong tik hari klau. Mentah kadeka sorba. And a well-planned new city is to be seen within 3 years' time. Or CM will detail everything. And here is the commitment of the government. We are committed, and I would like to fervently request kinong yalam shnong kinoy lam tao. Ya trelang batngi ka sorkar nanta kumalaong manay secretary yung urban affairs. Pidon kam yaki technical assistance ka sorkar kadon.
We have been struggling, and we still are, with the congestion and the traffic issues and the overall growth that Shillong City has seen in the past many years. And hence, in order to be able to find a long-term solution to this, many efforts have been made in the past to work towards expanding the city and extending it so that we are able to decongest it. And while many efforts were made in the past, this is maybe for the first time in the last, especially the last 2 years, that we are for the first time seeing a planned and a focused approach to actually make this particular dream of decongesting Shillong into a reality. And while I say that, just so that I can explain, that today the presentation given by our Secretary Urban, he was mentioning about creating a better city so that better livable conditions are there. What is important to also note, it's not about just a new Shillong city or the new administrative city that needs to be better. We need to make the current existing Shillong better also. And therefore it is both. So while we create new infrastructure, new Shillong township and new administrative city outside and away from the current Shillong city, what do we do to make Shillong city better also? And hence the decongestion that we do will allow us to not only have a new infrastructure outside, but will allow us to now improve Shillong city as we see it today. And while we're doing that, I hope that all of you must have seen also, and those who did not realize much in terms of the work, that in the last 5 years, the kind of projects that are going on in Shillong as we speak have actually never been done in the past. Large number of urban projects, and you will see as we start inaugurating one after another, you will realize what kind of transformation is actually taking place in Shillong city as we speak. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying that we are resolving all the problems. Of course, there are many challenges. But the pace at which the transformation is starting, that pace has never been there in the past also. And you will also see many new projects that are going to come up. So for example, when I say that the administrative city is going to shift, our intention is to shift the entire administration, the secretariat, the departments, and bring them under one block.
Menteri Rangba ke Jila Conrad A. Sangma, but Menteri ke Tanat Puliputhi Jong ke Sarkar Jila Rakam A. Sangma, Manaka Simpale Jong ke Taiew kila pelat ya ki kot Jong ka NCERT Nakabenta ka Meghalaya Board of School Education MBOS Haga Teachers Initiative Conclave kabala along ha Harding Theological College Tura Haga Jendan Langki MLA ki bakantup ya Rupert Momin Usanje A. Sangma u Arbinston Marak but ki he officer Jong ka MBOS but Jong ka Tanat Puliputhi.
Number 35, you have Balnabon G. Momin. The parent number is NGH G35. Sedlenston K. Sama G83. Crystalina CH Marak G84. Crystalina K. Sama. Ladies and gentlemen, it's such a momentous moment. Please stand up and let's give a big round of applause because these are amazing resources for the school children of our state.
1, 2, and go. One more, 1, 2, and go. 1, 2, and go.
Education has been at the center of the transformative story that we are trying to make, the kind of vision that we have for our state, what we are working day in and day out to achieve. It has been 50 years of our statehood, 52 years to be precise. Gone through many, many challenges.
Some things didn't work out the way we expected. Some moving in the line that we would wish. But it has been a very, very eventful journey. But in the last 5 years, our government has been very focused and moving with a vision of really wanting to take our state forward. I always listen and always hear people talk, especially us tribals and northeast people, not trying to underestimate or undermine anybody, so please don't misunderstand me. But we sometimes tend to take ourselves very, very lightly. Oh, we are tribals, what can we do? Oh, we are a backward state, and we'll never move forward. Oh, our education system is one of the worst. Oh, we have no roads. I don't know why we think like that. And if there's one thing that I want to tell every one of you, not just the teachers, every single citizen of the state, if we want the change, then number one, we have to be the change. And number two, you start with changing your mindset and your thought. Last 5 years has been very challenging for us. But the kind of steps that we have taken in terms of, first of all, telling ourselves that we will change things. We have told ourselves that we will become one of the top 10 states in the country. We have told ourselves that we will ensure that we work towards creating housing for all, road connectivity to every village, water supply to every village, to every household, mobile connectivity to every village, and so on and so forth. So we have been working towards that aspiration for the last 5 years. And I don't want to go into details of everything, but I want to start with that tone. To tell you that it starts with your thought, with your mind, with the mindset that when you want to do something, you will do it. And I want every citizen of our state to think in that line.
Kat baki bayi dang yalingai ka kong amprin lingdo ka menteri jong ka sarkar jila ka badai ka kertong jong ka sing National People's Party NPP kalaya cha keleng ki jaka banya kendoi ki pai ba naga benta ban penkre yaladi ban mi madan ha ka election Lok Sabha 8000 arpsa.
General Secretary Belinda Belton Robert Chana, General Secretary Kintiu Langwalang, General Secretary Shanbor and the Tiang, Treasurer Michelle Mama Niang, Secretary Julai Wajri, Secretary Sinshar and the Tiang, Secretary Wanlanda.
Ban pen klan, ban pen syai, ban pen sultu, ya kata ka jingwan yasno, jong iba bats kem renta tiang, i MDC jong ka mayrang nong klau, bat ka party NPP ka jongi. Snow shan, bahapa kinong yalang kiwan bat yasno bat ngi rengkat bat ki bat ba ki jongki bat ki syai balai kilet. Badan bapen tunjuk, badan bapen damkam, ya kata ka emotion ne ka jing sngau, kari jongi te tang mangi ba ye ya kari. Katuk Kajing syai kajong iba bat scam ka ba ipen syai kedar mentan nak majung ibarok pada ke testimony ka ba peni ba ini rang ba samla ibang nga jiyo snowbon se na ka YouTube nga juped nga tip ya ka influence kajong i ka balong very deep ndai man ta kasngi ngayo ban ngam galagi jong kishkor ya kata ka simplicity lanik kajinglong ka ba klem da pau klem da shotan rei isung to ya ka ka ba ile khat khandai hajar vote pio babat scam rei ublai umpat ibit ya pi ba pinlong nong yalam utenjo ya fi bat pi yai chakmat ban pentelun ya kata ka jing shakri gi jong pi dakaba Pitray Shitong, Pira rengkat bat pi kijing ang nod jong kinong song snong kadong katan kajong pi. Bat nga nakaliang kajong akum kaway na kita kinong yalam jong kapati NPP. Ni aya pi ya kata kajing penskem. Baka pati NPP kadai kapati kabatrekam. Kaparti kabam teng bantray tang akapor election bat ka NPP kadai ka party kaba ito yaki grassroots lanay kinong song snong kibadai ki members jong kapati kabam nong panikhat na kijing yalang gibahe bahe bandi ki form rong party barem ray ka party kaboong tray mons ngobha one da kamons ngobha shim gani ka form yasno bat ngi titong inyakit lang gini jingkit iba kya iba am hakmat jongi nam takari bakajat pendriyo
Haga Khubor Sports, umintri rang ba ka jila kondat ke sama menhakasi ba arjong katayo, ula play pad ba ya kawa ya jer multi-sports complex, bar ula kenturu igi pad ba jong kathan jantia, bakin aya ka jingitri lang ka jongki na kabentaban pinkre ya ka Meghalaya Games, kabansalong hajante hills hakas nam kabanwan arhajar arpsan.
As inaugurated. My friends, in the last 5 to 6 years, this government has focused on infrastructure investment like never before. Our expenditures have doubled in the last 5 years, and in terms of capital investment, that is infrastructure, it has tripled in the last 5 years. And that is the reason why so many infrastructure projects today are coming up throughout the state, and many more will come in the coming years. My friends, we have recently concluded the Meghalaya Games in Tura, and as you are all aware, the next edition of the Games will be here in Jayantee Hills. It is a great moment of happiness for us, and I'm sure it is a great moment of happiness and excitement for all the citizens here in Jayantee Hills today. But remember, this responsibility comes with its challenges. We will need the support of all the people, of all the leaders, the communities, the institutes to make the Games a success. Friends, when we host the Games, different infrastructures will be created. We will be ensuring that the places where the students and where the athletes stay will be in schools, colleges, different communities, and infrastructures will be built for them, which will then be passed on to those institutes so that they can use that for their future purpose. And hence, it's a very exciting moment. We are very happy that the Games will be held next year in January in Jayantee Hills, and we will be working from now on itself to ensure that these Games will be one of the biggest that the state has seen, and adequate infrastructure will be created, and hospitality like never before.
Shua bangin penkut ngin penskob yang syapi ya ki pangki bakong san sa shisin. Menjur ke sorkar ban penkela ya Meghalaya Finance Service Rules. Rakhi ke Jilla Meghalaya ya ka Republic Day jongkari India. Pensangi Shua Shipor ka VPP ya ka jingeki alor ka Meghalaya Lok Ayukta. Penkesanu Menteri Rangba ba ka jingthaw ya ka State Anthem ka longkatkum ka official language. Wat ba laphak hang beteng ka karkhana shnamau it bantrekam ongka MS PCB. Samshi thitungkam u Menteri Rangba shaki sauspa sanpo prangut ki nonghikai. Haga Khubor Sports Play u Menteri Rangba ya ka wa ya jer multi sports complex ban pinkre ya ka Meghalaya Games 2025. Bat kibe degi Khubor. Dakitung in petkut noi gani gatuk Khubor gani gatiyo menta. Ngin sia syabia bat pi baro hakatai gui pat gatiyo ke Banwan. Kubli pi baro bat yasu.